Today's video will give you a strategy on how you can incorporate vocabulary inside your math classroom so kids can understand the word, and more importantly, once they understand the word, it'll help them decode and decipher word problems by looking for key vocabulary and understanding what does vocabulary mean and how I can apply it to the context of this word problem. I like to use the FAIR model because it allows the kids to represent the word in multiple ways and also allows them to create non-examples. And with non-examples, that really helps them with common misconceptions. So first thing first, since I'm dealing with 6th grade math, I will write the word in the center for them and print it out. That's one less thing they have to write. And from there, we have a definition. Now I do mine a little differently. I'll show them a definition from, let's say, a math dictionary for kids. And then we brainstorm together to reword that definition to make it make sense for us or put it in more kid-friendly terms. And once we come up with our own definition, we then move to characteristics of the word. So we're looking for a certain characteristic this particular word has, and then we'll list them. Then we get down to examples. With kids, we brainstorm together and we come up with examples that model this vocabulary word. In addition to examples, we come up with non-examples. So they see the word 3 different ways from the definition that we brainstormed and created together. We list characteristics of the actual vocabulary word. And then we have examples versus non-examples. So what is subtraction? What isn't subtraction? What is a dividend? What's not a dividend? Very, very important. Now, it's really, really important that you also give kids alternate activities to go along with the FAIR model. So after the FAIR model, we use something called vocabulary. This vocabulary lesson is about adding fractions, and it hits on the vocabulary. Now, I don't want to give the kids too much. We are going to get to the subtraction of fractions, but right now, we're going to focus on the vocabulary for adding fractions so they can identify numerator, denominator. For most of these kids, it will be a review. And for some of these kids, it's been a long summer. They may have forgotten. So this serves as a good review to keep them back in on vocabulary and what it means and what it represents. And after we do all this, we will play charades or taboo with the vocabulary words, where I'll place kids in groups and they'll be assigned a vocabulary word. Let's say they have some. They either have to come up with a skit to model the word some without saying it, or they can act it out without saying the word, and the class got to decide what vocabulary word are they acting out. And once again, this is another way to kind of get kids going. So to recap, the 3 ways I will teach vocabulary: I will start off with the FAIR model with multiple representation with examples and non-examples. They'll do a vocabulary assignment that hits on vocabulary and also other concepts that I may preview for them. And lastly, we'll do charades or taboo where kids have to actually get up and act out the word. And this creates collaborative learning. This creates a positive learning environment, and this gets the kids excited about coming to class and excited about learning. Let's get these kids excited.